Thank you. I, Shahina Harun, having been elected to the office of mayor, hereby declare that I take the said office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfill the duties thereof according to the best of my judgment and ability.
I now invite the new mayor to address the council.
Thank you. Good afternoon, members of the council, my guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is the honor of my life speaking to you as the new mayor of Delhi. Thank you to Councillor Tariq and Councillor Tanzfeen for moving and seconding my nomination as mayor. I want to thank previous mayors for their support and encouragement, especially Trevor and Evelyn Holt, also John and Stella Smith, who have been a source of strength and support to me ever since I came into politics from 2010 onwards. This month marks 10 years of me being a local councillor for Red Wales Ward. I have no words to thank my constituents for getting me to this point. I also want to thank the council staff, my council colleagues, and of course my constituents of Red Wales Ward for supporting me during 2 terms I have served as deputy mayor. In particular, I want to acknowledge my husband, Raja Harun Khan, who has been deputy mayor's consort these last few years and will be my consort during my year as mayor. I am pleased to announce my daughter, Councillor Aisha, will serve as my mayoress. It is my pleasure to announce that Imam Asnat Ahmed from Nurul Islam Mosque will be my chaplain. I would like to acknowledge all of my children, Sulaiman, Naman, Anza, Uzma and Aisha for their continuous support to me as their mother, but also in my civic duties too. A special mention for my grandchildren also, who give me endless joy and happiness. As has been said earlier, today I am pleased that we are making history. My story of being an immigration to this country, arriving in 1998 and being a role model for BAME and South Asian women through a lot of my volunteer work has been greatly rewarding. But being here today before you as the first female Asian and Muslim mayor of any Greater Manchester borough is extraordinary. I hope today there will be women and girls who will feel that they too can do whatever they want to, and like me play their part in shattering and huge glass ceiling. I am excited about the coming year and what it will bring. My aim will be to be an ambassador for all our communities across Delhi, and especially champion causes relating to women. I want to also focus particularly on the work of our brilliant volunteers and their commitment. And we will have all seen this during the last 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is my pleasure to announce the mayor's charity will be Jinnah Daycare Center, Berry Veterans Hub, Jigsaw, Berry Hospice, Organic Soul, and Berry Defense Academy. All of these charities have a big role in supporting the marginalized and vulnerable, and I will do whatever I can during this year to support them all. I want to finish by thanking our council members for their support. It is an honor to take on the responsibility of first citizen of Delhi. This town has given me and my family opportunities that we otherwise wouldn't have had. Today I pledge I will work as a mayor to give back to our borough. Thank you. Item number 8. Thanks to retiring mayor. I call on Councillor Tackler to propose a vote of thanks to retiring mayor and retiring consort.
Madam Mayor, can I have my congratulations to your election as mayor and wish you the very best for the coming year. It's an honor to be proposing the vote of thanks to our outgoing mayor and consort. Tim and Wayne have served our borough well through a very difficult 2 years. We first agreed that they should serve as mayor and consort before the pandemic was a pandemic. They served us through all the challenges of lockdown, pandemic, Omicron virus, social distancing, and they've done so always with a smile on their faces and have done us proud through difficult circumstances. Tim and Wayne have represented us throughout the borough at schools, church, charity events, military events. I know Tim will tell you how proud he was to represent the town at some of the big events that have taken place in the last year, anything from military events, schools, local charity, and representing the town on major events such as them both leading the parade through the town centre for very proud last month. Tim and Wayne have managed to do that whilst holding down full-time jobs. Tim actually works for the Lipton, so it's not really a job. So Wayne has a job, he is a nurse. I think I speak for all of us, Madam Mayor, to be able to tell that Tim has been a fair but firm chair of our council meetings. Whether they've been on teams, in a sports hall, in an art gallery, or back in this council chamber. Tim has always been a great advocate for robust but respectful political debate in this chamber. And you have carried this forward into the way that you have chaired our proceedings so well. Madam Mayor, Tim will rightly be remembered as an outstanding member of this council. Not just as our mayor for the last 2 years, but as a long-standing ward councillor for Holyrood Ward, and I know how highly Tim is regarded by the residents of Holyrood Ward. As a great speaker and contributor to debate in this council chamber, as someone who has been able to work across party political divides, and I would say genuinely liked across the council chamber. As a tireless campaigner, Tim has been a great torchbearer for liberalism in Barry for the last 2 decades, which I know that you will continue. And finally, and perhaps on a more personal note, I want to thank Tim for being a the Lead Them group and for me. TEAM stands for political balance, for being a champion for liberty and social justice, for being a politician, a local politician that puts the best interest of all his residents at the center of any decision that he makes and opposes strongly to inequality and discrimination. Tim, I will badly miss you. Tim, thank you for everything that you have done for the people of Holyrood and for the liberal democracy in the last 22 years. To conclude, Madam Mayor, I propose that the Council hereby expresses its thanks to Mr. Tim Bixton and Mr. Wayne Burrows for the diligent manner in which they have undertaken the duties of Mayor and Consort of the Metropolitan Borough of Barry during the 2 municipal year now ending, and places on record its appreciation of their devotion to and performance of the important duties attaching to their offices. Thank you.
Councillor Lancaster will second the motion.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. On behalf of the Conservative Group, and I'm sure many other councillors in this chamber, I would like to say a huge thank you to Tim and Wayne for your service to this borough. You are the first person, Tim, in 70 years to be Mayor of Berwick for 2 consecutive years. You have worked extremely hard representing residents of the Holyrood Ward for 22 years. During their term in office, the Mayor and Consort have adopted Bury Samaritans as the main beneficiary of the Mayoral Charity Appeal and have also supported the work of Greater Manchester's HIV charity, George House Trust, which provides support for people living with and affected by HIV in the area. It hasn't been an easy time. You have had some major challenges in respect of the pandemic. We've had Zoom meetings, social distancing. Can we meet? Can't we meet? Masks on, masks off. But you got us all through this difficult time with your professionalism and friendly guidance. I would also like to say a special thank you to you and Wayne on behalf of the Ainsworth Village community for coming along to the bench unveiling in Ainsworth for our much loved and missed shopkeeper, Devindra Basani, who sadly passed away on the 11th of January last year, aged 47, after his fight with COVID-19. This was a very upsetting time for the Basani family, and it was also one of the first times many people met in public. You and Wayne provided comfort, support and hope to us all on your visit, something which we were very grateful of at the time. Finally, I would just like to say we wish you both all the best of luck in the future and thank you for your service to the Borough of Berwick. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
I now invite Mr. Tim Bixton to address the council.